Hi everybody, so this is going to be a couple of videos based on cost allocation and activity-based costing. And we have a situation here where Spotted Cow Company produces three products, the whole milk, skim milk, and cream. They have two production departments, blending and packaging. Their factory overhead is $299,700. And all three products consume both machine hours and direct labor hours in the two productions. And they're giving us for the blending department whole milk what they consume 260 labor hours but 650 machine hours. Skim milk and cream, and then the package department, they determine their direct labor hours and their machine hours as well. So a grand total of 1,620 direct labor hours are used for both blending and packaging, and 2,700 is used for machine hours for blending and packaging. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to look for the direct labor overhead rate. So to do that, they tell us that our factory overhead is equal to 29,700. And what I do is I divide that by the total direct labor hours that were consumed. Okay, so by doing that, I can divide these out, and you get $185. I'll go ahead and bring that out per direct labor hour. So let's figure out how much it is for machine hours. So machine hour, I'm taking the 29,700, I'm dividing it by the 2,700 because I want a total based on all activities. So let's underline that. So if we take the 29,700, we divide that by the 2,700, we're kind of allocating, if that makes sense, and then we have per machine hour. Okay, so those are my total per direct labor hour and $111 per machine hour. So then I want to look at my production overhead, and I'm going to base it off of whole milk, skim milk, and cream. I want to know for each department what it is. So for my blending, I have for whole milk, I have 260. For packaging, I have 470. My total direct labor hours are going to be those added together. So that's 730. I'm going to go ahead, and if you don't mind, I'm going to draw a line there. Now we determine our direct labor rate per hour is 185. So I can take my 730, I can take it times 185,000. We'll just bring it down 2 decimal places. So I have 135,050 for whole milk. Okay, how much is it for skim? So skim is 245 in the blending. Skim is 300 in the packaging. I'm going to total those across. We still have per direct labor hour 185, and I'll just bring that one over too because we're looking at the direct labor hour. So if we take the 545, we take it times 185,000, that gives us 180,825. And let's do it for the cream. So cream direct labor hours is 215. For the packaging is 130 for the cream. Again, we're looking at $185 per direct labor hour. We had total direct labor hours of 345. Take that times the 185, and that gives you 63,825. So those are the costs that are going to be assigned to the direct labor hours. Now they want to know how many machine hours. Do the same process. So for blending for whole milk, it was 650. For the packaging of whole milk, it was 185. Add those two together. I'm just going to run that across because it's the same process. And I will add my line here. Okay, so for skim milk, we had 240. Let's do 710 there. Well, And then we had 415. Cream, we had 260, and we had 165. So our machine hour rate is $111. That's going to go across, well, that's going to go across for all three of them. You take the 1,150, you take it times the 111, bring it down, and that gives you your cost, your allocated factory overhead for each one. So this is what we did on this one. We figured out our direct labor overhead rate based on that total of $299,700, which was $1.85. We figured out our machine hour rate, the $299,700 factory overhead divided by the total number of hours we had for machine hours. That gave us our individual rates that we're going to charge for direct labor hour and per machine hour. Then we had the information that showed us exactly how much we had per hour for whole milk, skim milk, and cream, for direct labor hours, and then machine hours. We used that rate that we figured up above, and now we have our total cost allocated to both of them. So hope that helps, and I will see you in the next part.